Hi everyone and welcome back. My name is Mr. Luis and today we're going to be doing American flag in perspective. This is going to be very similar to the shapes in perspective that we had worked on earlier this summer. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need is our paper, a ruler, a pencil, and coloring pencils. Specifically, we're going to need blue, red, light blue, and black. So the first thing we're going to do is, using our pencil, we're going to draw a circle a little off center from our paper. From there, we are going to start drawing in 11 lines. As you can see here, I'm spreading them out a little bit so that they're not all along the same side of the paper. Perfect. Once that's completed, we're going to start on our stripes. The way we're going to do that is we're going to start drawing frowny faces in one row and spreading them out as we get further away from the center of our circle. For the row next to that, we're going to draw smiley faces, and we're going to connect them to the frowny faces we had drawn in the previous row. Just like that. Now, the bigger your smiles are and the bigger your frowny faces are, the wavier your flag is going to look at the end. So let's continue this process all around our paper. Perfect. Once we're done, we're going to save 7 rows of our stripes, and that's what we're going to use to draw our stars. Now, if you see the way that I'm doing them, I'm drawing in the stars first and then erasing the inside lines of my stars. That way I can keep the shape of it for our flag. Now, you don't have to use this method specifically, but if you find a method that works, then go ahead and try it. We're only going to use a couple of stars. We don't need all 50, but we want to make sure we leave room for our 15 rows of the red and white stripes. Now, to color those in, we're going to use our red coloring pencil, and starting at the center, we're going to start coloring in every other square on our flag, just like so. This is called alternating. So we're going to alternate which squares are red and which ones are white. For the row after that, we're going to do the same thing, but we're also going to alter which ones we color red, so that way 2 red stripes are not next to each other. Let's do this process for 15 rows. Perfect. Now that we're done, let's move on to the next step. For where our stars are going to go, we're going to use our light blue coloring pencil to color in the stripes. We're going to do it in the same way that we did the red stripes by alternating, but instead of leaving blank stripes, we're going to color those in with our darker blue. Now remember, we want to make sure we don't color our stars, because the stars on our flag are white. Alright guys, and for our last step, we're going to outline our entire flag with our black coloring pencil. So I'm going to start off with the stars, and once I finish with those, I'm going to use my ruler and my coloring pencil, and I'm going to carefully outline the rows where the stripes are. Now, the ruler isn't necessary, but it'll make it easier for us to keep the line straight as we do one last outline. Afterwards, we're going to finish up with our stripes. Go ahead and finish outlining the rest of those to get your finished product. And voila! There you have it guys. We have a beautiful American flag celebrating our 4th of July. Today, we learned that 1-point perspective is a drawing method that shows us how things appear to get smaller as they get further away, converging towards a single vanishing point on the horizon line. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again next week for our next art activity. Thanks again. Bye-bye.